Hype, TV people! It's this house here, the door open, so it goes from there to there, and we've converted this into a 6-bed HMO in Crewe. And this is the finale, the last one. So apart from a bit of a clean, we are pretty much there. Now we have got some confessions to make. This one has taken an absolutely amazingly long time to do. Not something we're proud of, but again, I don't like bullshit, so I thought I'd tell you the truth.
Don't bullshit me.
We've had lots of problems with the trades and stuff. If you've seen some of the videos on this YouTube channel, there was one of them where plaster was falling off the walls, the plumbing was leaking. We've had lots and lots of issues with trades. However, I have sorted the problem because I am back on site myself with my little flashy legs. Ooh! Anyway, back to the video. So this is the entrance hall. We have the fire alarm system in here with the little push panel there. Again, got a full down course, full plaster, got emergency lighting in for the emergency escape behind me. New door frames all the way through, new doors, fire doors for obvious regulations. So this is the front downstairs bedroom, so we have a great big double window. Let me go and stand over here so you beautiful people can see what the I'm talking about. So behind me we have the chimney breast, we've got some drawers there, we've got a box. Now what's that box, John? Well, that box is, I also did a video on this, so we are currently in Crewe in Cheshire, and they have got some quite stringent HMO regulations whereby they actually specify the size of the sanitary, or the minimum size of the sanitary, and they also specify the distances that you need in front of the sanitary. Now obviously they specify it in the manual, which you can download off the website, and we've actually got a copy here, so I'll get my trusty assistant to put you one up. Shooting! So if you've got a quick look through that, then you'll see that they've got distances in there. These weren't on the plans that we were given originally, so we've had to improvise. So the HMO officers come out. Now remember, ladies and gentlemen, they are just a guide. It is always down to the HMO officer's discretion. It's whatever that he or she dictates. So I've had that person out. Chris, he's a really good guy actually. And we come to a winning formula. We created a win-win situation. Anyway, so we have a box there. What's inside the box? So that's what we call a concealed cistern. So with the regulations that they've got in Crewe, they want a certain distance in front of the toilet. So because of the shape of this toilet, it's obviously like an oblong shape, and the door's entrance is here rather than in the middle, as we sometimes do. He wanted a good distance between the front and the back. So if one is sitting down, having a big dirty poo, then he wants enough space in front. So I understand the reason as to why. But the only way I could create more space without taking down the partitioned wall, which is behind me, was by putting the cistern inside that box. So if you can imagine, you've got the toilet there. That's the bit where, oh. Someone else has previously had a wee and a poo, and it smells like a wee and a poo. I don't like that. You can see the back bit where the toilet sits behind the cistern has disappeared. It's actually inside there. We've got a push button there, so like that, don't you? Beautiful. Beautiful. There's no cistern inside there, which means the bit that sits on top of the toilet in a normal scenario that holds the water is not there. It's actually inside there. So again, if you can see, we built a box to surround it. So behind there to the toilet, you can see it sticking out there. So that's just behind. So we've actually created it to be a bit of a shelf and tried to make a feature out of it. Now, again, trumps to the HMO officer. He has worked with us, he's been dead sound. But if, like I say, it wasn't picked up on the drawings, these regulations weren't. So it could have been an extra for the client to actually take all the stud work out after it had been plastered, move it all over, which would then encroach on the room size, just to appease the HMO officer. So always do your checks. Every council seems to have a different regulation or a different size of specification, so it's always worth getting them on board. When you first start your conversion, people. So that is what that is. So again, quick pan round. Again, it's all finished, it's all been whitewashed as per client's spec. The ensuite I've just showed you. We had a few issues there, but again, we've sorted them out with a close couple, so there you go, tick. See, always thinking of solutions, people, rather than catastrophizing. How can we find a way around it? So I'm back into the main hall, into the entrance. We've got a nice little sign there, fire door, please keep shut. So we have a large kitchen, and I am now a yodeler. I'm such a knob, aren't I? So, we have the entrance here. What have we done? So, obviously we've put all the kitchen units in as per spec. Looks nice and clean and sharp. We took out the window that was originally here and put some patio doors with the fan light, so we've got an emergency exit onto the back, so another fire escape route. Henceforth, the little stickers. Where the tickling stickers, people! We've got the boiler which is enclosed inside there, so it's nice and tidy. I like it when it's tidy. So again, quick pan round. Beautiful, people, beautiful. And then in here we have, again, due to the plans, we've got to have a washing machine there, so we've got the cold water feed, and we've also got the drainage for it to go into. We just need to put a little swan neck on there. Like I say, it is finished, but if you look on the floor, it needs a good sweep through, so it's just at builder's clean stage. But I'm not going to be here after, so I thought I'd do the video now, because you can pretty much see. So inside here we have the brain. Look at that. So we've got a 300 litre Tempest unvented cylinder. We've got the Cherry up there, which is the expansion vessels. And we've also got the electrics under the stairs. So again, fire door to protect so, and we've also had to fire protect under the stairs. So there's another tip for you. If you've got a plant room underneath the stairs, or underneath any stairs really in a HMO, you need to fireboard the underneath and plaster it to create a 30 or 60 minute fire seal. Right then, downstairs, rear bedroom. So what have we had to do in here? So we've put a steel in across there to remove the wall, to open it up, to create this floor space. This room is quite awkward, and I'm not the smallest person. Okay, so we've had to change this. There's another little builder's tip here. We've had to change this fiery glass window, and we need to be, memory John, I think we need to be, the sill needs to be more than 900 and no more than 1200 high. And I'll double check that now, so I'll get my trusty assistant to put it up on here now. Shooting! So when fitting a fire window, it has to, the bottom part needs to be of a certain height, and that is so you can still climb out of it. If it's too high and you are small, or should we say vertically challenged, you cannot get out of it because it's too tall unless you've got a little step. So that's one of the reasons as to why. So it's to aid you to get out. So there's another little tips there. We like these little tips, don't we? So again, looking around here, it is Dunsies with another ensuite, which again needs toilet. So obviously when I was just talking about with regards to the cylinder, the system that sits on top of the toilet, I was referring to this big square which contains all the water. Let's give it a tickle! So that's what we've actually put inside the wall in the other scenario that I showed you earlier on in the video, just so that you understand, people. I like to try and educate. So, shower there, and that's pretty much all I can talk about in here. Like I say, we put a steel in above us. When you're putting the steel in, obviously, always make sure you get a structural engineer to do your calculations, to make sure it is the right size and thickness and gauge, and also to make sure that the pad stones are the right size. Now, up the stairs, up the wooden hills, apples and pears, get upstairs. So where are we? We've got another, there we go, movement. There you go, that's something I can talk about. So something else that we do in our HMOs to save the landlord a little bit of money is the emergency lighting we have on a sensor, so that we can't really trust all tenants to turn the electric off, which means obviously it's increased bills for the landlord. Therefore, in a communal space like so, we put these on a sensor so they turn themselves on and off. There's another little money saving tip. Right then, so upstairs, bedroom 3. So this is at the rear of the property. Fully plastered. We've got the smoke alarm there. Bed behind me. We've got the TV point on the wall there as per the plans. We've got the fire egress window. So bedroom 4. So obviously we've created the ensuite there. We've got a space for the wardrobe, chest of drawers, and if I spin it around here, again, we can see with the ensuite, not much to say. We actually have another scenario the same as downstairs. So again, as you can see this, we do not have a cistern on the back of the toilet because again, the regulations, they want a certain distance between there and the wall. Fair enough. We have a compromise. Again, this saves client money because we haven't had to take the wall out. It's caused many delays, obviously, but still, we've got over it. So this is actually the off switch because the bedroom that I showed you over here, the back bedroom upstairs, the room is not big enough to have an ensuite, as you can see. So what we've actually done is created an off suite. So where the property's got another a bit more space at the front of the property, we've introduced its own little ensuite room with a lock on the door, so that the person in that room actually still has this, and all they've got to do is a quick run around there and down, and they're in the room. So there you go. Sometimes if you're doing your sketches out, people, and you can't make your HMO with all en-suites work, sometimes creating an off-suite for one of the rooms makes all the rooms have its own technical bathroom. Always tips! So this is the front bedroom. It's got quite a series of windows and it's loads of daylight. And it's a really nice big room as well. And what else we've done on this one is, because we have a bit of space, we've actually created its own little walk-in wardrobe. I'll put a little bar across there to hang stuff on. And voila! No need for a wardrobe in this room. So there's another little tip you can utilise if you've got like a little nook and cranny. Bang a door on it and it's a wardrobe. Sorted. So, just to explain to you where I am in the property. So, we've come up the stairs, we've come around here, walking on. Now we've done a loft conversion on this one with a dormer. So we put a new staircase in. There we go. So we shall walk up the stairs now. And again, when you're doing a dormer, folks, the building regulations will require roughly a metre squared landing for you to stand on before you enter your bedroom. And that also applies if you're going to put the door at the bottom of the stairs, you still need a metre landing there. The drawings specify the top, so that's where we've done it. And it doesn't really encroach on the room because the room is pretty tremendously massive. And this is one of the things about doing a dormer under permitted development, people, is the room that you make at the top is normally absolutely massive. Look at that. beautiful view, beautiful day, people. So, let's stand over here so you can appreciate the size. So we've got a huge double bed, we've got a desk by the window, that's the entrance to the room. We've got an ensuite inside here. Dun, dun, dun. Spin it round. Ooh, suits you, sir. So again, entrance to the room, big double bed, full size double bed, not none of this 3/4 stuff, because like I say, the room's really, really big. Pan around, we've got a wardrobe, chest of drawers, it's got its own sofa, a little table, still got plenty of space, and then it's got its own ensuite. It's beautiful, people! I love it! And there we go. Some little helpful tips along the way, people. Some little solutions that we've come across for the problems that we've had. Again, I do put my hands up and say this one has taken way too long. I've probably got about 3 projects that I've had the same issues on with trades, not turning up on time, not finishing stuff. There's that much work out there for them. It's very, very hard to get them to come and do a decent job and on time. As you've seen in the previous video, I haven't held anything back from you. I have been very transparent.
Don't bullshit me.
So, like I say, I am back on the tools myself now, and I'm doing it with the lads, and things are a lot better. But apologies for the clients for the delay in the times, but however, the product I do think is quite good at the end. I don't do bullshit, people. It is what it is. And there we go. And for this one, that's it, folks. I'll see you all later.